So the other weekend, I went and did a thing. I qualified for my concealed carry permit in the state of New Jersey. Wasn't ever sure if I'd really ever go for it. A friend of mine was going to go and get it, so I was like, why not? And the minute I decided to do that, it felt right. Been shooting regularly over a year, um, probably closer to a year and a half now, and I've been taking classes, training to the best of my ability to in regards to the resources that I have available to me. Um, taking like the basic classes, the holster class, advanced handgun more than once, advanced handgun two more than once. Um, these are all classes you can't just walk into at the range that I attend. So going for concealed carry was kind of like the thing, like you're taking all these classes, but yeah, you're not going to go for your concealed carry. So I did it, and I qualified. The test in Jersey is not too bad by any means. A new shooter would not be able to pass it, that's for sure, unless they have a knack for it. But it's basically 50 rounds, and you're drawing from a holster from a concealed carry position. So you have like a T-shirt covering the holster. It's an outside the waistband holster, and you're shooting 5 rounds at a time. So you draw, shoot 5 rounds at 15 yards, holster up again, and you just keep on going. So you do 10 rounds at 15, 10 rounds at 10 yards, 10 rounds at 7 yards, 10 rounds at 5 yards, and 10 rounds at 3 yards. And in that order. And you're supposed to get at least 40 rounds, using like the FBI Q target, like that bowling pin shape. And you have to get at least 40 out of 50 rounds have to be within that target. Anyone who has been shooting for a decent amount of time can pass this test. New shooters or shooters who are struggling worse than me with a recoil anticipation problem would fail this test very easily. I did not. Uh, I qualified with my HK P30L. In Jersey, they keep track rather of the pistols that you qualify with. Um, Now, even though you get your permit, you technically can carry any gun at that point. But if anything were to happen, if you use a gun you didn't test with, that could be a point of contention in a court of law. So it's just good practice to test with whatever gun you intend to carry. And with that said, I don't know if I'd ever carry. I think I'd like to, just because I like guns. I'm actually enjoying learning about them and training with them and practicing and just using them. Um, but it's not a necessity for me. I don't feel like I need to carry. I mean, some people say, I think in the United States, the USCCA, the United States Concealed Carry Association, I think they advocate that if you wouldn't go somewhere unarmed, then don't go there armed, which is a good I think that's a really good methodology. A good idea. Um, so it's like you're not supposed to carry it with the intent of using it or looking for trouble, or running into a situation where you have to use it. Um, that's a really sketchy, hairy scenario, um, and hopefully one I should never find myself in, whether armed or unarmed. So, but it is what it is. I have it. It's an option now. So if I ever feel the need to carry somewhere, then I can do it. I do have a holster that I have an appendix carry holster, and the setup is pretty good. Pretty good with concealment. Little to no printing. Um, I don't know how the hell anyone sits with like a full size pistol in their pants, let alone drive a car. But I guess that's all a part of it, right? So anyway, so I got my concealed carry permit. Go figure.